Hey, this is Alex from the Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. To see more videos like this from the Good Old Boys, hit subscribe and support this independent podcast.
Baker Mayfield, QB 29 last year, 201 completions, 335 attempts, 60% completion percentage, 2163 in the yards, 10 TDs, 8 interceptions, 31 rush attempts, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Thoughts on Baker Mayfield?
McVay kind of unlocked his ability to be an accurate quarterback to some extent because he hasn't been overly accurate to this point. Possibly got a raw deal in Cleveland, depending on how you look at it, because he did get them to the playoffs. And then the next season he got injured, had the shoulder injury, if I don't believe, Derek. I think you might remember better than I do. And then all of a sudden they're bringing Deshaun in and blah, blah, blah. Baker is a great backup quarterback, but his personality does not feed well into being a backup quarterback. He has the personality of a starting quarterback. He's going to get his last shot here, right? This is his last shot to be a starting quarterback in the NFL for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they've had Kyle Trask sitting behind sitting behind Brady, and now him and Baker get a chance to kind of duke it out. I think Baker wins the starting job to begin the season, and we're going to see how this goes. But if Tampa Bay starts out 1-4 or 1-5, I think they have a quick hook. And this is why Baker Mayfield's going 33rd overall, because or 33rd quarterback off the board, is because, yes, he is most likely a starting quarterback in the NFL, but for how long?
I don't know that by week 9 he's still the starting quarterback, and that scares the ever living out of me, that I would much rather take a safer play with a guy, even if I have to, and I don't think you have to reach all that much to get your second quarterback in those leagues, but even if I do have to reach a little bit more, like I would rather go for a safer option than, taking the dice roll on Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask.
The beautiful thing about where these guys are coming off the board at, right? Kyle Trask is coming off the board as an undrafted type of deal. So it's one of those, you don't have to spend any draft capital on him, right? Like you can keep an eye, and if they, go to the hook and you need a quarterback, okay, cool. There's one waiting out there on the waiver wire that you can go with, and you can, in dire straits type of thing. But Baker, where he's still coming off the board at, you don't have to reach out for him for a second, or realistically, you can put him on your team as a third quarterback, and he's a little bit of a depth play. And if he comes out there, he's got a little bit of upside, a little bit of, swing for the fence type of thing. And Baker playing for a contract, Baker playing with his back against the wall, I'll take that shot on that. But again, I'm a little bit more bullish on Baker, and have been for many, many years there. So I would take the shot on Baker as my third QB, fourth QB type of thing, but I'm certainly not going to be spending anything more than third QB draft capital on him. So late into it, backup depth type of play, and that's about it as far as what I'd be willing to spend draft capital wise on it.